For India, August is the month of freedom. But at the very beginning of August 2024, we are witnessing how we have failed as a society. Broken neck, multiple injury marks suggesting a violent, brutal murder after being sexually assaulted of a 31 years old postgraduate trainee doctor in the premises on her own seminar hall of her own hospital. It is a state run hospital, namely Arjikar Medical College and Hospital. Can you just imagine the pain she have undergone? Citing the news agency PTI report, there was bleeding from both her eyes and mouth, injuries over the face and nail. The victim was also bleeding from her private parts. This horrific incident can easily shake anyone's heart, especially women who are working. Every second, they will feel this unsafeness in their workplace. In an interview to The Hindu, a student of BSc Nursing expresses her fear also. She says, "We have been feeling extremely unsafe since yesterday. I stay in the college hostel and my parents have been calling me off repeatedly out of anxiety." She asks, how can we do night duty if we are feeling so unsafe? This brings a very important question today. Are women protected in their workplace or not? Especially our nurses, doctors, and medical staffs who are dedicating their life for the sake of the well being of the whole society? In 1997, Banwari Devi, a social activist, tried to stop a child marriage in Rajasthan. It was her part of duty as she was a government employee who was engaged in spreading awareness about hygiene, education, and running campaigns against dowry and child marriage. In order to take revenge, a group of people gang raped her when she was walking along the road with her husband. After that, healthcare declined to survey her. At police station, she was misbehaved. She was only left with the blood-stained dhoti of her husband to wrap her body. The trial court discharged the accused people. Just imagine how gruesome situations women has to undergo for the sake of their work. The employer of Banwari Devi did not accept any responsibility, though she was raped due to the work she was supposed to perform as a part of her employment. Today, after the incident of rape and murder inside the state run hospital, the employer of the victim has taken no active steps towards proper investigation. There are questions arising out of involvement of influential people in the case. But we are having misogynic statements like, was irresponsible of the girl to be alone at night. The irresponsibility of the authority in taking any positive step has enraged nursing students and doctors. Students across the state are protesting, claiming for proper justice. The situation is same as 1997. Irresponsible government latches in the police investigation, unclear reports and fear, unsafe working environment, nullified human dignity, and zero right to life. In 1997, women came down to the streets and protested vehemently. Police tried to suppress. There was lathi charge in the rallies demanding justice. Then several NGOs filed PIL in the Supreme Court, and the highest court of India had propounded guidelines to ensure safe working environment for women at their workplace. I am talking about 1997. Our highest court of justice said that it is the duty of the employer to provide a safe working environment by taking disciplinary action in case of any ill treatment. If conduct amounts to an offense under the IPC, then it is the duty of the employer to file a complaint. It is mandatory for all the organizations to establish a complaint redressal committee, and it is the duty of the employer to spread awareness. But is this decision of the court has been actually followed? Rape incidents do not let us believe that we have actually implemented them. Every time there is a sexual harassment, we fail as a society. The Supreme Court widened the meaning of sexual harassment as unwanted sexual determination, physical contact, demand or request for sexual favors, sexually colored remarks, showing pornography, and any unwelcome conduct including physical, verbal, or non verbal. Taking this landmark judgment into consideration, the Parliament has made an act in 2013 which is Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention Prohibition Redressal Act. The act has high-toned language to protect our working women from any kind of sexual violence. But in the real life situation, has it been properly implemented? It is a question towards the society we live in. The sophisticated society with high value men and women. It's been 27 years after the Supreme Court's judgment in the Vishaka case. Thousands of Banwari Devi are still being sexually assaulted in the country. They don't have a voice. The influential people choke them to death. Mental trauma is their daily life companion. Women are still struggling to have right to life where they work. Once Swami Vivekananda had said, all nations have attained greatness by paying proper respect to women. That country and that nation which do not respect women have never become great nor will be in future. In fact, candles are not the way to stop molestation. Even the top court of the country calls for appropriate redressal of such crimes against women. We must unite and stand against these antisocial elements for whom women are not secure in their own workplace. Enough of this spineless behavior. 21st century demand for equality, awareness, freedom, and above all dignity of a human being. I hope you understand my points. Share this video to make women be aware of their rights and let them know the stand of our Supreme Court. It will give them courage to fight strongly against this injustice. At least let them know their fight is justified and backed by our Constitution. Jai Hind.